Many adjectives could be used to describe Beverly Hills Cop for the Amiga, but fun isn't one of them. In fact, I'm not even sure why Ocean decided to turn Beverly Hills Cop into a video game. Now, to be fair, the movie did have some action scenes, but it really was more of a comedy than an action film. Still, I thought, what the hell, give this game a shot, it might be interesting. And then I played the game. And then it laid the hurt on me. Boy, did it ever fucking lay the hurt on me. This game is so fucking bad that you'd have a better time taking a shit while swinging on a trapeze. But don't just take my word for it, see for yourself. Beverly Hills Cop for the Amiga. The game starts you out in a warehouse, and actually the graphics look pretty good. There's some detail in the backgrounds, and the character animations are pretty smooth. Unfortunately, the graphics are also repetitive. As you walk through this warehouse, the only change in scenery is where the boxes are placed and where the bad guys pop out. Also, I don't know if you consider it a positive or not, but none of the levels in the game have any music. In fact, the only music that you can find in the game is the Axel F theme in the opening screen. I suppose you could argue it's better to have no music than bad music, but on the other hand, it's kind of odd walking through this level and only hearing the sounds of the gunshots and the guys dying and these bombs exploding. And that's it for the good points. My first big complaint is that Axel walks way too fucking slowly. Look at the fucking way he just trots along like he's going to the Sunday breakfast buffet at Ponderosa. This is a fucking shootout. I would think if people are shooting at you, you fucking run and maybe duck for cover. But no, not Axel Foley. He just fucking trots along like he's an 80-year-old fart. Last time I checked, this game was called Beverly Hills Cop, not Beverly Hills Codger. If you get to an area like this and the bad guys start surrounding you with bullets and bombs, you may as well just give up and let them kill you, because there's no way you're getting out of here alive. And even if you manage to kill the bad guys, their bombs can still blow you up because Axel walks around like he's got fucking glass in his feet. Would it have been too fucking much for them to program Axel to run, or maybe even jog, or maybe even move at a brisk trot? But no, they couldn't do that, and why not? Because then the level would actually be playable. Another problem with this level is the controls, particularly the aiming. First off, Axel can't aim directly up, he can only aim up at an angle, and sometimes this problem makes it very difficult to hit guys unless you spray bullets like a maniac. And sometimes when you press down and fire, Axel will stand up and fire downwards, while other times he'll duck and fire downwards. This can be very awkward, especially when you're trying to shoot rolling targets. And since the game has no dive or roll feature, you can't jump over the bombs or roll past them. Instead, you have to go back and shoot them just right. And if you shoot them too close, you get blown up. Even more annoying, though, is the level's poor hit detection. Look at this fucking shit. I am clearly nailing that guy in the leg, yet he won't go down. So then I have to back up a little bit and then go shoot him again in the legs to kill him. Oh, but that's not the worst part. The worst part is that even after you shoot a bad guy and he falls to his death, your bullets cannot go through him. But guess what? The bad guys can. That's right. They can shoot through their own buddy's corpse and hit you, but you can't do the same to them. Oh, that's so fucking fair. The level does give you 3 lives, represented by those 3 hearts in the lower left-hand corner. And with each life, you can sustain a few hits. The only problem is that if you get caught in a couple of explosions, you can lose your life like that. The only other good thing is that the explosions can also sometimes kill your enemies. I might be more forgiving of this level's failings if it had some power-ups, or some extra weapons, or even some fucking cover. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any of these things, and it feels like a really lame port of the superb arcade game Crime City, a game that had better hit detection and much better controls. When you get past the side-scrolling level, you switch to a first-person driving and shooting level, and if you thought the previous level was aggravating, you ain't seen nothing yet. Your mission is to take down 3 trucks, and each truck takes 5 bullets to destroy. Sounds easy, right? Well, it would be if the car's controls weren't so fucking loose. When you first start this level out, you're liable to go all over the road because the damn wheel is too fucking sensitive. If you make a tiny turn to the left, you go all the way to the left. If you make a tiny turn to the right, you go all the fucking way to the right. There's no easy turning with this car. Going slow can help somewhat, but the problem is that you only have 2 minutes to destroy 3 trucks, so you have to move it. Not to mention the fact that your car can only take 1 hit from anything. So if you go slow and some asshole comes up behind you, he'll smash into you and you'll lose a life. You know, it might have been nice if the programmers at Ocean added a rear view mirror so you can see what's behind you, but then I guess they don't use them in real life, so they figured why bother. Equally frustrating is the fact that if your car goes off-road for more than 9 seconds, you automatically lose a life. I suppose you could argue that it forces you to stay on the road like in hard driving, but then how the fuck can I get back on the road if I can only go around 25 miles an hour over grass? Even if the driving doesn't piss you off, the shooting probably will. Now I do like the fact that the game only gives you 5 clips of ammo to use because it makes it more challenging. Unfortunately, the game designers also forgot to put in crosshairs or some kind of targeting reticle, and this makes it almost impossible to shoot these fucking trucks because you have to do it by eye. The only way you can tell that any damage has been done is by a red dot that briefly appears on the back of the truck. If you can handle the driving and the shooting, then the first truck you encounter isn't too bad because it doesn't dump any boxes at you. But the second and third trucks do dump boxes, and this makes it almost impossible to shoot them without getting hit. So to beat them, you have to do some really fancy driving and shooting. One thing I will say to the level's credit is that the graphics actually look very good for an early 90s computer game. If the game designers had just made the controls a little less sensitive and maybe added some crosshairs and little music, this might have actually been an enjoyable level to play, instead of a real pain in the ass. After the driving and shooting stage, this game gives you one of the worst levels I've ever played. And no, I'm not exaggerating. This is literally one of the worst fucking levels I've ever played in my life. You wanna know how fucking bad this level is? I was actually gonna do a Levels from Hell segment just on this part. That's how fucking bad it is. As soon as you start the level, the controls start fucking you over. When you move Axel in any direction, he'll walk, and he'll keep on walking until you either shoot your gun or you move in the opposite direction. What kind of fucked up control scheme is that? Also, our intrepid hero has trouble taking stairs. That's right. If you don't move Axel just right, he won't be able to get up the fucking stairs. Ain't that a beaut? This aiming reticle ain't too swift either. Look at this shit. I am aiming at the guy. I have him dead in my sights. I am blazing away, and he should go down with one hit. But oh no, it takes 7 fucking hits to put him down. Why? Where's the fucking hit detection? What the fuck is wrong with this game? Why can't I just aim at a guy, squeeze the trigger, and kill him? What's so fucking hard about that? With all the shit on the table, the game still fucks you over with this stupid top-down perspective. For example, how can this guy shoot me through the hedge maze? He shouldn't even be able to see me, much less shoot me. And the bullets don't even penetrate the greenery. So how am I killed? What fuck-nugget programmed this piece of shit? About the only good thing you can say is that you can do it to the bad guys. But still, it's not good programming. They should have fixed this during development. Oh, and this part here's a real gas. Try going up the stairs and these fuckers will ambush you. But can you shoot them through the bricks and the railing? Hell no! You can shoot them through the greenery, but you can't shoot them through the railing. Yep, that's really consistent. That makes a lot of fucking sense. The only effective way I found to beat these guys is to grab the machine gun, spray them with bullets, and hope that you hit them. If you're wondering what that grenade in the upper right-hand corner of the screen is for, it's not for killing enemies. Instead, when you get to the end of the level, Axel tosses the grenade at the mansion door, blows it up, and then goes inside. Well, that's all well and good, but why the fuck didn't Axel just toss that goddamn grenade at those 3 guys and blow them up? But oh no, let's not be logical. I mean, fuck, there's a bunch of windows in the mansion. Why not just crash one of those? But hell, we can't do that. We have to use that fucking grenade just to blow the door open. Yeah, that's real smart. Replay this game? Replay this game? Are you fucking kidding me? Playing this game in the first place makes about as much sense as trying to cure hemorrhoids by sitting on a landmine.